Hello YouTube, that's right, I'm a bald man. Today I'm going to be doing a care sheet plus rehousing of my pet. Oh god, is it? Now this is the General Mark II. I've got him in this little tub of water at the moment just whilst I rehouse him. His old house had turned into Gam Central, so yeah, let's make him a new house. Now I've got this enclosure for him here, this glass tank. It was cleaned out, but I just carried all of the bits of cork bark and substrate and things I'm going to use in here, across, and it's got a bit messy again. But you know, it's stuff which is going back in there anyway, so bit of cocoa fibre is not going to harm him. Now you definitely don't need to be as extravagant as what I'm going to be. I do really love these frogs, so I'm going to go a bit over the top on his housing. I've got a few live plants to go in there. This one's looking a bit worse for wear because I haven't watered it in some time, but it should be ideal in here. Let's just move the General Mark II away. So for these frogs, they love to bury, so we want to give them some deep substrate. I'm using just cocoa fibre here. Give him a bit of a couple of inches of cocoa fibre that he can burrow down in. Now, remember, with all frogs, you've got to use some sort of filtered water, no chlorine, no chemicals. I've got myself some here. If you're worrying about how deep that water is, don't worry, he's not going to be just in deep water. I know they struggle to move, these little frogs, with their out of proportion bodies. So, what have I got? I've got some reptile rocks, which are going to go in here. Just raise that level of water, so that he can stand out of the top. Well, that looks ridiculous, but you know. Now, this cocoa fibre, it's damp. It's a bit damper than what you'd want with tarantulas and stuff. You can squeeze a bit of water out of it, and you want to keep him humid. Give him a spray every morning, every evening. Did I already say? You want, what, 75, 85 degrees Fahrenheit? I think that's about 26 degrees Celsius. So you can give him a heat pad, but you don't want the heat pad underneath, because if they want to cool down, they'll bury down into the substrate. So obviously if he buries down into the warmth, goodbye Pac-Man. I mean, they tend to be good in just a warm room, it's fine. Sphagnum moss! This is for the red eyes. What's it called? It's all natural living frog moss. Pillow moss. Anyway, if you give it the right environment, it should grow, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to use a bit of this in there. At the moment it's quite dry. We'll give it a spray in a bit. Now, I'm sure some of you are saying that's a bit of a small enclosure, but if you keep Pac-Man frogs, you'll know they don't move a lot. And as he grows a bit bigger, I'll upgrade the size of his enclosure as I go. Whether that plant survives or not, it will have UV a little bit throughout the day, probably from some of the other enclosures. But you know, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. These guys will eat any insects you give them. You've got to make sure that they get a bit of calcium in them, so you can either use that with the you can either use a supplement, or I use a lot of calci worms, which are really great for them. Oh god, there he goes. Obviously these aren't really a handling pet. They can give you a bit of a nasty bite when they're full size. The only time you handle them is if you're moving him in and out of his enclosure. Come on guy. So turn around. Oh, there you go. And if you are going to be handling them, as someone reminded me last time, make sure you spray yourself with a bit of water. You don't want toxins to go in from your skin. yeah, just a bit of the water used to spray his enclosure. That's the spring water, no chemicals and such. And there he is. Let's see if he burrows himself in. Calci worms. I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it was a pretty quick video, but it's just a very basic look at the General Mark II. It is called the General Mark II because I used to have one of these when I was a little kid, called the General, and so I thought it'd be fitting to give him the name the General Mark II. But yeah, they're just really cool little frogs. I've had this guy for quite some time. Oh, it's a nice bloody cat. I got this guy probably about a month and a half before Daniel Oakley put up his video of the Pac-Man frog and the Spider-Man. If you don't know who Daniel Oakley is, what am I saying if you don't know who Daniel Oakley is? If you are watching this video, you've probably come to my channel from his channel. If not, I'll put his channel in the description. But, you know, that doesn't make sense. Also, very quick thanks to all of my new subscribers. Some of you, there seems to be a lot of people from America. So, yeah, thanks for subscribing. Keep liking, keep watching the videos if you, yeah, well, yeah. Also, a massive thanks to Dan for mentioning me in his video. Yeah. If anyone is going to the Seas, that's the Southeast Arachnid show, I will be there. It'd be cool to say hey. I don't know if anyone would be like, hey look, it's that guy from the Nerd Room. But you know, I'll be there, so yeah, Southeast Arachnid show, Kent, Ashford, something hotel, I don't know, I might put it in the description, I'll probably forget. But yeah, you should go because it'll be great, and it was great last year, and it'll be great again. And yeah, and also Red Bull, if you'd like to endorse this channel, I'm well up for that, that'd be great. That's the great taste of Red Bull. And yeah, also tell me whether I look worse or better as a balder man.